Hello there, my Jonkaplonkers. This is ANCAL. Welcome back to the channel. This is ANCAL, the movie. We're basically just doing a compilation of the first 10 episodes that I've released, but like joining them together, you know. So it's going to be one big episode, you know. Okay, so let us start. Humans have spawned in and they wanna show that they're important to us. So you know what they do? They decide that they're going to make a country. This country is called Mara. It is the first country in the world. It's an OG basically. And its capital is Alessa. For now, we're just going to say that this country has a population of 50,000 people for now. And so this country, Alessa, this country, Mara, not Alessa, they decide to go further down south into modern day Yemen and take a little bit more land for themselves. So that's what they do. And now they're in a bit of a panhandle shape country, you know. So what happens now? This southern part of Mara, they say, we don't want to be a part of this anymore. They want to go out, explore the world, and Mara doesn't like doing that, so they decide to become independent. There's a new country now. The name is Kunsa, and the name of their capital city is Nakar. Let's just say their population is 15,000. So, up next, the people of the first country, Mara, they say, hey, look at this coast. Maybe there could be more land once we explore a little farther. So, they go here at the very tip because they think it's going to be closed there. And so, they sail. They've already invented boats, so they sail across here. And then they finally reach the other side. And so, they develop their own territory. But then, they decide that they want to be independent, just like Mara. So, that's what they do. They make a new country along this whole coast, and they take a little bit outside of the coast. The name of this country is Barj al-Ku. Their capital city is called Kumri, and their population is 70,000, because a lot of people are leaving. Now, this country, the OG Mara's population is about 30,000, because quite a few immigrated from the OG Mara to this new country, Barj al-Ku. A little bit from here too. So then, the people of this country, they pull a little bit of the same thing as they did when they were evacuating from the original country, Mara. They go out into the lands, which is modern day India. They explore the coast. They decide to take it. And they place a city right here. And so now they're just chilling here. And they really like fishing. But for some reason which I don't know, they decide not to allow them to fish because they think they're going to become too independent. But then a nightmare happens for Bajalku. They become independent. And this new yellow country is called Henjoda. And the name of the capital city is Diana. Their population is about 40,000. And this country's population is 60,000 since they evacuated from here, Kumri, to here, Diana. So, what now? Another group of people from the country of Bajalku in Kumri, they look at what Henjoda did and they say, hey, that seems like a good idea. We should do that as well. So, they decide to do that as well. They explore this bay around here and they take territory for themselves and they become independent for some reason. This new country's name is Anestia. And the name of the capital city is Gadashi. Their population is about 30,000 people. Just then, it's been quiet in this country. What's it called again? Kunsa. For quite a while now. The people in the capital city in the car, they decide, hey, we want to expand more. That's literally why we gained independence from the OG country, Mara. So, they expand some more out of Nakar into new unmapped lands. But then they decide that they want to become independent once more, and so that's what they do. This new country is called Vusai. And the name of Vusai's capital city is Jaya. For now, we'll say that their population is 25,000. And so, the people of this new pink country, Vusai, they expand some more. Because, why not? It's not like this has happened a million times. They continue the cycle of independence. And so, a new country is made along the other side of this big bay, this sea kinda. This new country is called Marha. And the name of Marha's capital city is Matua. Their population will be 55,000. Then, for the first time, a revolution, a rebellion, as you could say, happens without expansion. The people of this country, Vusai, say, hey, we're like a little separated from the capital and there's no territories, no cities over here on this side. So you know what they do? They rebel and they make another new city. Yes, they make a new city, and of course they are now another new country once again. This country is called Karki. Oh no, I've lost my Karki. And the name of Karki's capital city is Kalasai. The population of Karki is 15,000. And so, this country, Marha, they decide they want to expand some more. Because why not? Everybody else is doing it, so they're gonna do it as well. They expand some more off the coast of modern-day Egypt and a tiny little sliver of Libya. And they also take the entirety of modern-day Israel and a little bit of some other Middle Eastern countries. I'm assuming Lebanon and Syria and stuff. So, what happens now? A new country is made once again because Marha just got a little bit too big. And you all know by now that if you get a little too big and you expand, some independent country is going to be made from your territory. So that's what happens. A new yellow country called Kanai has officially appeared. What is the name of Kanai's capital city, you may ask? Well, great question. As you can see, the capital city's name is Kej, or Kez, however you would like to pronounce it. That is the end of chapter 1 of this movie. This is the map, and these are the countries. They are Mara, Kunsa, Baryalku, Henjoda, Enesha, Vusai, Marha, Karki, and Kanai. Chapter 2, The Age of Expansion. So, what happens now? The first event of this chapter is this new country, which was created in the last part of last chapter, decides everybody's expanding. We'll expand too. So they expand, like they said, into Turkey. And they also just like to take a little piece from, the border of Marha. Because who doesn't like that? Who doesn't like to secure borders and take borders? Kanai does. That's for sure. I don't know anybody who doesn't. So, Next up on the chopping block, this country, who we haven't heard from in a while once again, Kunsa, decides, hey, we're tiny. Look at all of these other guys, they're all big and stuff. We want to be big. We're practically the smallest country on this map. Yes, they have invented maps by this point. So, they expand into the Arabian Desert and also into the Horn of Africa, Somalia, and Eritrea, and Ethiopia. So that's what happens. They also take the island of Socotra. That's just so close to bordering Marha. They barely even know they exist at all. But disaster strikes for Kunsa, as the two new territories that they just got, they became independent. Like every other expansion becomes, they become a new country. So, what are these two new countries? The first countries of this chapter. Here they are. They are this neon greenish blue cyan country and the magenta-ish country. What are the names of these countries? They are Ugwena and Klang. As you can see here, I've had to make an expansion of the countries list, because it's not like we're only gonna have 9 countries throughout the entire world. That would just be stupid. So these are the two new countries, Ugwena and Klang. So this country, Ugwena, their capital is named ANCAL. Their population is 23,000 people. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Klang's capital city is named SQ, and their population is 5,000. Not a lot at all. Yeah, that's going to lead to something, isn't it? I'm not spoiling though. So, what happens now? This country, the OG Mara, once again is in the news. This time for making another expansion. And spoiler alert, it doesn't become a new country. Yippee. So, they take all of this land in the deserts of this Arabian Peninsula. And yeah, now they are quite big. Quite frankly, they are the biggest country on the map now. But this country, who we haven't heard from in a while, Anesha, they don't like that. So, they're going to take quite a bit of land from this country, Marha. So they take quite a bit of this land. Because, why not? So, they have taken some land. And this is revolutionary because the land hasn't become a new country now. And it's a very big expansion. Over double has the size been multiplied of Mara. So, what happens? This country, we skipped it. We skipped some of it. So let's just go over it now. They take Turkey, modern day Turkey, and little bits of modern day Syria. They also are now the first country to discover Europe. As this country, Marha, they don't know that this other continent is there. They're just glad they found Africa first before Kunsa could find it with Iguana. And yeah, they also took Cyprus, which I forgot to mention. But this is bad news for Kanai, because you know that when you expand, there's gonna be a brand new independent country. This new country takes Turkey, at least a little bit. They take Europe, what's been discovered. And they also take poor itty bitty little Cyprus. What's this country called? I don't know. But could it be Mombasa? Their capital city is called Iras. And their population is 60,000, which is quite a lot for quite a tiny country. About the same size as this country, Kunsa. This country has 15,000 people, remember? And this one has 60,000. There's going to be a lot of people in there. So, what now? This country, Mombasa, they go down south here. They're thinking maybe there's a land bridge from Europe to Africa, and then they can take territory in Africa and challenge Madha. Madha doesn't like that, but Mombasa doesn't know that, so they take Greece and also Crete. Rhymes, I know. And so now, Anesha decides, hey, we want land. Madha got land, so why don't we? There's nothing stopping them. So that's what they do. They take more land. And they take a little bit of the border of Barj al-Kul. But most importantly, they take this massive dollop of the Arabian desert, like Mara did. But again, the people are very happy with this. That's what I can say. So, this country, Mombasa, decides they're going to take some more land. Because why not? So they take part of the Balkans. And also modern day Italy. Well, only a little part of it. Then this country, Kanai, they decide they want to expand, just like their little kiddie, Mombasa. So they take the rest of Turkey, or Turkey, however you would like to pronounce it. And they also go along the Black Sea coast. They also take Crimea. Russia should learn. And they do. something that has never been done before. They take the idea of cities to another level. They make 2 new cities, but not for 2 new countries, for themselves, named Minsk and Kurkas. As you can see, I have coloured these cities in red to make sure they aren't mistaken for the capital city. This now means that the country of Kanai has a very large advantage to the rest of the map's military and also their power in general. And so, the final thing that happens in this chapter is Marha getting a little expansion, like they did in the last chapter. So, they take the rest of Libya's, modern day Libya's coast, and they finally meet up with Iguana. This is the map for today. These are the countries: Mara, Kunsa, Bachal, Kuhen, Joda, Netra, Vusai, Marha, Karkai, Karki, Kanai, Iguana, Klang, and Mombasa. And this is the end of chapter 2. Now, for the rest. Chapter 3. The Age of Europe. Anestia over here, not Anestia, Hendroda, they take quite a bit of India. And they also take part of modern day Iran. They also take Sri Lanka, modern day Sri Lanka. And they make another city named Jangal. Freaking nice, isn't it? So what happens now? Well, Kanai, they take even more land in the Arabian desert. And this is the last of the Arabian desert. It's all been taken now. Meanwhile, in Europe, a new city is founded in Mombasa named Mawota. Then Mombasa takes the rest of the Black Sea's coast. So, that's what they do. Then, this small country, Klang, they take a little bit of Mara's coast because they need it. They've been really low on money recently, so they decide they're gonna fish to get money. Meanwhile, a new country is created from Kanai. They walk over here, they find this new sea, and they make a country there. This country is called Siorosk, and their capital city is called Kalurir. Their population is about 43,000 people. Kenai retaliates because they believe that they deserve some of this country's land, so they take it. Then this country, Barjalku, they think they're getting a little bit too small, so they sign a treaty with this country in Estia, and they move their land down south. This gives Barjalku the opportunity to expand some more, and that's what they do. Now they're bordering this Caspian country, Siorosk. Then this country, Siorosk, they decide they're going to find the rest of this Caspian Sea. So that's what they do. And they also take a little bit of the Caspian Mountains and what's north of it. Then Marha, they expand some more over here, and then they also hop on the rush for Europe. They take most of Italy, these two islands, and now they're also bordering Mombasa. Mombasa does not like that. So what now? Well, Mombasa decides to take a little bit of land from Kenai because why not? So they take a little bit more of the Black Sea's coast. Meanwhile, on the other side, Uganda decides they want to expand. So they expand a lot, as you can see. Before, after, before, after. This is the end of chapter 2. This is the map, and these are the countries. Mara Kunta Barja Kuhen Joda and Esha Zusai Marha Karki Kanai Uganda Klang Mombasa and Siorosk. Chapter 3. The Age of War. So, Mombasa has a disaster. The European part of Mombasa becomes independent. Now Irat is their capital city, and they also steal Maluta. So, Mombasa, now they have much less money, and on top of that, they also have to make a new capital city called Kir. This new country is going to be called West Mombasa. And the population of this new country is 45,000. Then, Marha expands some more. They take the rest of Italy and also a bit of coast from Tunisia, modern day, and Algeria, modern day. They also take the coast of modern day France and the tiny piece of modern day Spain's coast. They also take these 3 Spanish islands. So, what now? Kenai takes more land. Why not? Then, after this, disaster strikes for Kenai once more. Crimean Kenai becomes independent, and they call themselves Remes. Their capital city is Minsk. Now they only have 2 cities. Oh no. The colours between Remes and Mombasa are quite similar, so that's why I've drawn these borders for the countries. Then Henjoda takes quite a bit of India, and they make another new city called Dia. Now they're even more powerful than Kanai, both in area and cities, also in population, but that doesn't matter. Now Bajalkot is completely closed off. That's not good. Then Marha takes a little bit of the Saharan desert, and they make a new city there called Jord. And then the people of West Mombasa decide to go on a journey to claim more land. But they get lost over here in modern day Netherlands. So they make a new country there called Wilk. And their capital city is Maldaban. Their population is 33,000 people. They're quite small. Mombasa is very angry. Nobody really knows why. They decide to declare war on Marha. They take land first in the north, then they expand more. They don't stop until they've conquered the capital. Marha is forced to make the new capital city Jord, which is a bad idea because it's in the middle of the Sahara, as you can see. So, as a last minute attempt of being powerful, such and such, they take the entirety of Iberia and also a bit of modern-day Morocco's coast. This is the end of chapter 3. This is the map, and these are the countries. They are Mara, Kunsa, Badran, Kuhenjoda, Nesha, Vusai, Marha, Karki, Kanai, Uguana, Klang, Mombasa, Choros, West Mombasa, Remes, and Vilk. Chapter 4. The Age of Europe. Again. Iberia breaks away from Marha and makes a new country called Coranya. Their capital city is called Benia. Their population is about 75,000 people. So, what now? Henjoda, they take even more land in India. Nothing else I can say really. Then Mara takes a little bit of Bajalkot, not very nice. Then this